Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video is going to be another Final Fantasy XIV video. What else am I supposed to do? I am pretty much back to playing Final Fantasy XIV every day, at least until I get back to work. But in any case, today's video is going to be on my impressions on Whtie Mage for Endwalker. Obviously, this is pre-patch 6.1, which we are expecting in probably a month's time, or probably less than that. Yeah, so first of all, I think the biggest issue, well, my first impression is basically the MP management. Comparing it to other healers, I think like it's terrible. The thing is, like, I played Whtie Mage, right, towards the end of Shadowbringers, and in fact I kind of mained Whtie Mage. I did some Savages, although I didn't do any progs for Savages and stuff like that. I still did Savages and cleared some of them. Obviously, then when I did play, they already had Echo and stuff. But you know, I always had this thing where I had to pop Lucid Dreaming quite early during fights. Even back then, and now it's kind of the same for me, although I'm pretty sure a lot of veteran Whtie Mages out there will probably have noticed it more significantly. The thin air nerf, I think it is a nerf, despite whatever they might say or anyone else says. I think it's a nerf because you got like 2 charges, right, instead of a flat out, what was it, 10 seconds before? I can't remember on top of my head. And now you get like you can get a 1 charge every minute, as far as I can remember. And I don't think it's enough. It's for 1 spell. So basically you get a free spell every minute, and it's up to you whether to use it or not. You know, you want to use it for like a swift cast revive, or a big medica 2 for big damage during that time, or something like that. But you can't use it while you're DPSing, because it is such a big waste to use it while you're using glare. But when you pop it previously, you can, you know, do your big heals or go for a revive, and then you can save some MP while you're DPSing along the way, which is, I think, like a glaring issue. Yeah, I did that. But anyway, I think that is the biggest, like, you know, it's my biggest concern, I suppose. As someone who played Whtie Mage, but you know, I'm not like a super I'm not a super healer when it comes to Whtie Mage, but I can heal. I can heal. And you know, this is from someone who, you know, who used to rarely play healer, and now I am a mix of everything. I do notice, like, here and there, and and again, I'm sure a lot of the veterans probably have a lot more thoughts and issues that they can think about than I can. But this is, again, something that really stood out to me. In terms of damage, I believe Whtie Mage has a higher damage than the rest. I'm not exactly sure about that. And of course, they still heal quite a lot, which is great. They didn't get a whole lot of different skills, apart from, I think, 2 new skills, like the Lilybell and the Aquaville, which is you know, another off cooldown that you can apply in the tank to reduce damage, which is nice, because, you know, you gotta mix it up a little bit every now and then. Divine Benison gets another charge, which is nice. You get a Pretty Holy now as well, which is nice as well. but they didn't really get a lot outside of those. I mean, honestly, to me, Whtie Mage received the Lilibelle and the Aquaville, and that's basically it. There was another thing that I was really like, one of the other points that came to me, which was, oh my goodness, yes, of course, the famous lilies. So yeah, the lilies, you don't start off with 3. You have to wait for it to charge up, which is, I don't know why it's still, you still have to wait for it. So you're stuck with, like, you know, this casting heals for the majority part of the first, you know, I would say like minute. I think they should just give you a fully charged, like maybe even just 2, because I know if you fully charge the lilies, you get like a blood lily, but sorry, no, that's not how it works. Once you're dumb, you need to use the lilies to get the blood lily. So essentially they should just give you the full 3 lilies. Honestly, I don't know why Whtie Mage didn't get this treatment, because, you know, when Scholar does it, I mean, they do have to start the fight before the Scholar gets like 3 of their ether flows, and then you've got Sage, who's already got all 3 of them to begin with. I can't really comment on Astrologian since I don't play Astrologian. I haven't got it to 90, and it's probably my least favorite in terms of playing a healer, so that might be a while before I actually get there. But yeah, I think that was another one of the things that really stood out to me. Like, why is it that Sage has 3 of this to begin with and Whtie Mage does not? I know, like, the potency wise, maybe like for the burst phase, like maybe a Whtie Mage will just probably, you know, use all that up for a big damage, but they have to wait again, you know, for it to charge up. So I don't know, maybe a veteran Whtie Mage player can tell me why is it like this, or maybe you even agree with me why they didn't exactly just give Whtie Mage like the full lily treatment. But yeah, I think that's basically it, really. Those are the 2 things, like MP management and the lilies really stood out to me as something that really didn't quite add up. Everything else is fine. I really like the Lilibelle, although it needs to be hit to heal. After it expires, it basically heals everyone, so, you know, it's still something that is not a complete waste of a skill, you know. Like, for example, if from Sage, if the shield doesn't get broken, you don't get the adder sting. But for the Lily, if it expires, it'll still explode for big heals. So other than that, like, Whtie Mage, I think, like, mechanically, in terms of the abilities that they have, you know, I think I'm pretty happy with those. Again, this is someone who, you know, I wouldn't say I casually heal, more so in the middle, between casual and hardcore, because I do play healer quite a little bit. And like I said, I'm playing everything right now. So yeah, these are the things that I just noticed. Anyway, I don't want to talk about much more than this. The video is getting too long. So yeah, let me know down your thoughts on Whtie Mage down in the comments below. Please remember to click like and subscribe if you haven't already. It does help the channel, guys, and I would really appreciate it as well if you share this video as well. Trying to get back to things when it comes to Final Fantasy 14, and would really appreciate it. Follow me on Facebook and on Twitter at Munchkins Gaming. This is Munchkins logging off. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next level.